The 1967 Buick Riviera stands as one of the most striking examples of American automotive design from the golden era of the 1960s. A car that boldly blended luxury, style, and performance into one package. In the mid to late 1960s, the American car market was highly competitive, with manufacturers pushing the limits of engineering and design to stand out. Buick, known for building refined yet powerful automobiles, took a bold step forward with the Riviera line. The 1967 model in particular marked the second year of the Riviera's second generation. And by then, the design was fully matured into a statement of elegance with a subtle sporting edge. This was a car for people who wanted to arrive in style, yet still enjoy the power and control of a grand touring machine. Looking at the exterior, the 1967 Riviera was truly a work of art on wheels. Buick's design team had embraced what was called the Coke bottle styling theme, a flowing body line that bulged over the wheel arches and tapered in at the waist, mimicking the curvaceous shape of a classic glass Coca-Cola bottle. This was not just a fad of the era, but a design statement that perfectly suited the Riviera's proportions. The front end was instantly recognizable, with its unique grille setup, framed by quad headlights concealed behind clamshell covers. When closed, the headlights blended seamlessly into the bodywork, giving the front a clean, almost futuristic appearance for its time. When opened, they revealed the full lighting array that added both drama and functionality. The long hood and short deck proportions emphasized the car's rear-wheel drive architecture, giving it the stance of a true grand tourer. At over 17 feet in length, the Riviera carried itself with confidence, but the smooth, sculpted lines kept it from looking bulky. The designers had achieved a masterful balance between size and grace. The side profile showcased those signature, sweeping lines, starting from the nose, running along the flanks, and culminating in a graceful curve over the rear fenders. The roofline had a subtle, fastback slope, adding to the sporty feel without compromising headroom or rear visibility. Chrome accents were used tastefully along the body, tracing the wheel arches, windows, and rocker panels. The use of chrome was a staple of the 1960s. But on the Riviera, it never felt overdone. It was more of a refined highlight than a flashy garnish. The rear of the car carried a horizontal theme, with a wide tail panel featuring full-width taillights and a clean bumper integration. Buick's signature tri-shield emblem was proudly displayed, signaling the brand's blend of luxury and performance. Even the exhaust tips were integrated neatly, emphasizing the attention to detail. The Riviera's stance was further enhanced by its turbine-style wheels, which were available in both steel and optional chrome-finished versions, wrapped in wide white-wall tires that perfectly matched the car's upscale image. Under the hood, the 1967 Buick Riviera didn't just rely on its looks to impress, it had the power to match its bold styling. The standard engine was the formidable 430 cubic inch V8, a brand new power plant for that year, replacing the previous 425 V8. This new engine was rated at 360 horsepower and an impressive 475 pound-feet of torque. Those numbers were serious in 1967, placing the Riviera among the most powerful personal luxury cars on the market. The massive torque output meant effortless acceleration from a standstill and plenty of passing power at highway speeds. Engine used a Rochester 4-barrel carburetor, delivering smooth and consistent fuel delivery for both everyday driving and spirited performance. The Riviera's performance was not just about straight-line speed. Buick engineers had equipped it with an advanced suspension setup for the time, including coil springs at all four corners and a front and rear anti-roll bar to control body lean. The second-generation Riviera rode on a unique cruciform frame design, which not only enhanced rigidity, but also allowed for a lower floor and sleeker body profile. Steering was power-assisted, providing a light yet precise feel. And power brakes were standard, with large drums at all four corners, though front disc brakes became available as an option. Ride, a hallmark of Buick engineering. It could soak up rough pavement with ease while still maintaining composure. sweeping curves. One of the key strengths of the 1967 Riviera was its ability to bridge the gap between a full-size luxury sedan and a sporty coupe. On the open highway, the car could cruise effortlessly at high speeds, with the big V8 barely breaking a sweat. At the same time, it offered a level of refinement that made long-distance travel a pleasure. Buick also offered options such as the Super Turbine 400 automatic transmission, a smooth shifting 3-speed unit that paired perfectly with the 430 V8. This transmission was known for its durability and ability to handle high torque loads without complaint. Gear changes were nearly imperceptible during normal driving, but could be sharp and responsive when the throttle was pressed hard. From a performance standpoint, the Riviera could sprint from 0 to 60 miles per hour in under 8 seconds, which was highly respectable. For a car of its size and weight in the 1960s, top speed was in the neighborhood of 120 to 125 miles per hour, depending on gearing and equipment. More importantly, the Riviera offered the kind of relaxed, effortless performance that made it ideal for long journeys. You didn't have to push it hard to enjoy its capabilities. Stepping inside, the 1967 Riviera continued to impress with an interior that was both luxurious and driver-focused. Buick understood that the Riviera's buyers expected a certain level of sophistication, so the cabin was appointed with high-quality materials, rich textures, and thoughtful design details. The dashboard was sweeping and symmetrical, with a driver-centric instrument cluster that featured large, easy-toured gauges. Controls were logically placed, and the steering wheel carried the Riviera emblem proudly at its center. The center console housed the gear selector for models equipped with bucket seats, adding to the sporty feel. Those bucket seats were wide, comfortable, and supportive, upholstered in premium vinyl or optional leather. With intricate stitching patterns that added visual interest, the rear seating area was spacious for a two-door coupe, thanks to the Riviera's generous overall dimensions. Passengers in the back enjoyed comfortable legroom and headroom, along with armrests and ashtrays, small details that reflected the car's luxury status in an era when smoking in cars was still common. The door panels were richly trimmed, often featuring wood grain accents that complemented the chrome and vinyl surfaces. Buick also paid attention to sound insulation, ensuring that the cabin remained quiet and serene, even at higher speeds. This was part of the Riviera's identity, to offer a cocoon-like environment, where the driver and passengers could enjoy the journey in peace. Climate control was available, including Buick's advanced automatic comfort control system, which allowed the driver to set a desired cabin temperature that the system would maintain automatically. Other luxury touches included power windows, power seats, and a tilt steering column, all of which enhanced the ease of driving and passenger comfort. For the audiophiles of the era, Buick offered premium AM/FM radios and even an optional 8-track player, allowing owners to enjoy their favorite music with high-quality sound for the time, beyond the individual features. What truly set the 1967 Riviera apart was the way all these elements, exterior styling, performance, and interior comfort, came together to create a cohesive and compelling package. This was not just a car, it was a statement. In the competitive field of personal luxury coupes, the Riviera held its own against rivals like the Ford Thunderbird and Oldsmobile Toronado, offering a distinctive blend of style and substance that appealed to discerning buyers. The Riviera's influence extended beyond its immediate sales figures. It helped solidify Buick's reputation as a brand capable of building cars that were not only luxurious, but also genuinely exciting to drive. The bold styling cues of the 1967 model would influence future Buick designs, and the engineering lessons learned from its chassis and powertrain would carry over into other GM vehicles. Today, the 1967 Riviera is regarded as a classic of American automotive design, cherished by collectors and enthusiasts alike. Its unique combination of elegance and muscle has ensured its place in the pantheon of great 1960s cars. Driving a 1967 Riviera today is an experience that's as much about the feeling as it is about the mechanics. The moment you settle into the driver's seat and grasp the large, thin-rimmed steering wheel, you're transported back to an era when cars were unapologetically stylish and built to make a statement. Turn the key, and the big 430 V8 comes to life with a deep, refined rumble, not the raw bark of a muscle car, but a sound that promises effortless power. On the road, the Riviera glides over imperfections, its suspension soaking up bumps with ease. The steering is light but accurate, and the brakes, while not as sharp as modern systems, are more than adequate when used with anticipation. Push the accelerator, and the V8 responds instantly, surging forward with smooth authority. This is a car that makes you want to take the long way home just to enjoy the drive. The 1967 Buick Riviera represents a perfect intersection of design. In performance, a reminder of a time when automakers were willing to take risks to create something truly memorable. It's a car that can still turn heads more than half a century after it first rolled off the